too much. I just need to touch. Baby, I don't say too much.
What's going on, guys? Today's video is going to be a how to do your eyebrows tutorial, and let's go ahead and get started. So first you'll need your mirror, and of course you're going to need something to go ahead and clean under your brows, which is going to be concealer. Next, I'm using my Maybelline Pomade with a damp beauty blender or beauty sponge. You're going to need a spoolie and a brush to clean up under your brows, and of course a eyebrow brush. So now what I'm going to go ahead and start doing is I'm going to take the spoolie and start cleaning up my brow, basically picking the hairs up, just because what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and start defining our brows by adding the product underneath. So right here, as you can see, I'm taking the brush and I'm just cleaning out the sides. You want to make sure that it's super defined and precise. And what I'm doing now is I'm just taking the brush and kind of lightly dabbing on the product. You want to be very, very light. You don't want to have like a heavy hand while you're doing this, just because with a heavy hand, it looks really, really like boxed out, and you don't want to have boxed out brows. So I just went ahead and went a little bit more close up. That way you guys can see what I'm doing. And of course, if you don't have as much brows as me or they're not as thick as mine, just go ahead and go based off of the shape that you want them to be like. Now, for me, I don't want to have a super bold looking brow. I just feel like this looks a little bit more natural. And of course, I don't add a lot of product just because my brows are pretty defined as it is. And then now, I'm just going ahead and taking the spoolie and cleaning up the product that I've used. And now I'm moving the hairs down. That way we can start on the top. And like I mentioned earlier, you want to make sure that you're lightly dabbing the product in, just because you don't want to dab the product on there super heavy with such a heavy hand that it'll make it look super boxed and disgusting. So after you go ahead and do that, go ahead and use a spoolie just to clean up exactly what you just did. That way they look a little bit more natural. And then of course, now I'm going to go ahead and start with the other side. And through this portion, since I really already talked about how you want it to go ahead and look and how you want to be precise with everything that you're doing, I'm kind of just gonna let the music play on the back and kind of fast forward from here on out, just because you guys kind of get the point. I shouldn't continue telling you the same old thing. But just to give you a heads up on what I'm doing, I'm just pushing up the spoolie and pushing the eyebrow hairs. That way we can add that product. Alright, my love, so now I'm going to go ahead and take the brush that I'm going to be defining my brows with and taking that concealer underneath my brows. And basically what you're wanting to do with this is basically make them look a little bit more defined, a little bit more recogido. So basically you want to make them look a little bit more tidied up. That way they look basically flawless. Like, this is basically what the concealer is all about. Making them look more defined, making them look more precise, and making them look flawless. You want to make sure that they're on point. And basically the concealer portion is just exactly what that does. So now I'm just moving that product on there. Alright, so now I'm just going ahead and going in with that spoolie, basically cleaning up my brows, because sometimes what happens is the concealer gets on them and it makes it look a little messy. And that's actually the last step. So I hope you guys definitely enjoyed this eyebrow tutorial. It was quick, to the point, precise, and look how cute I look. So that's going to go ahead and conclude this tutorial. I hope you guys definitely enjoyed. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you liked the video, and go ahead and share your comments with me down below on your techniques, stuff that you use, and stuff that you would recommend as far as techniques and stuff that you like as well, as far as products. So yeah. Oh yeah, and don't forget to share this with your mama, your grandmama, your mama's mama, your mama's mama's mama, everybody you know. Everybody you know. Because this is for them too.